Hello everyone, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day and making some really good trades, and let's get into it because Bitcoin right now is currently sitting at 26,100 and we could be getting a bounce very soon as we are extremely oversold on the daily time frame at the moment. Same thing for stock RSI, it is starting to cross and we'll have to see if we get a little bit of a move up here. We are underneath the 200-day moving average, so we're gonna have to take a look at that as resistance right around 27,300. And if we can get over that, then you're gonna retest these previous lows right here, or these previous wicks as resistance. So right around 28,500 to 28,700 is gonna be a good amount of resistance. I'm not saying that you are gonna you're gonna do a V-shaped recovery, but you are oversold and you are most likely going to get a bounce eventually. It doesn't mean that you can't get a dip back down to 25k and then get form a W bottom and start to move back up, and that's also a very possible scenario that could happen. And we're going to be exploring all the possibilities in this video. So at the moment, you guys can see that we obviously failed to hold this level here as support, and we broke back down very quickly. Now, the more likely scenario that's going to play out here is going to be this ABC pattern that we are currently bottoming out in the A wave. We're going to get a retrace, and we're going to have to see where this B wave ends up topping out. I'll let you guys know in the Discord when I enter a short position on Bitcoin. But we have had a weekly candle failure here of the weekly time frame. So again, we were doing some inside bar price action, and then we had a very big failure. So we could get a retrace back up, but it could be very well short-lived, and then we could start to come back down pretty significantly. But again, just for the bullish case, right, just to play out the bullish scenario, it's still possible, right? Although it's least likely now that we have, you know, this is our fourth wave right here, and then we get a fifth wave towards the upside. But this to me would seem to be after this big drop would be the more least likely scenario. If we take a look at the daily time frame here on Bitcoin, let's just get over to Bitcoin on Market Cipher. You guys can see the exact same pattern on the Elliott Wave Indicator. We have formed a green dot at the moment on the daily. We still have to confirm it, but overall, it's looking like a pretty promising buying opportunity here for a bounce, especially with the traditional markets being quite oversold and actually bouncing off support as well. So we'll have to see if we start to rally up on Monday in the traditional markets, and then we'll have to see if Bitcoin follows suit. After that, let's take a look at Wave Edge, because Wave Edge actually has another green cross right here. I know these green crosses ended up failing right here, but they have proven to be great buying opportunities in the past. And just because it doesn't have a 100% win rate doesn't mean the probabilities are not in our favor. So at the moment, I'll probably be taking it long right now, and I'll let you. I think I already posted the trade signal inside the Discord, and you guys have a really nice green cross right there on the daily time frame that has already confirmed. Okay, and I actually want to let you guys know as well that I have done a giveaway on Fairdesk. So all you guys have to do there inside the Discord, I'm giving away $1,000, and right now one of you is currently in the lead. Let me just take a look very quickly here. Yeah, one of you is currently in the lead on the Fairdesk trading contest, and you guys only have to achieve 50,000 trading volume, which is super easy, and you get win a $1,000 bonus. So right now, the first participant is gonna get $500 USDT for free, and then there's still a bunch of other places. So I don't know why you guys aren't signing up. I guess you guys don't like free money. But anyways, that's up to you. If you don't want to get the bonuses, it's free. The link's gonna be in the description, and I'll just post in the comments as well for you guys to sign up. Anyways, moving on, let's get over to the S&P 500. So again, the S&P is starting to get oversold right now on the daily time frame. It's probably oversold on the smaller time frames like the 4-hour, but focusing on the larger time frames like the weekly, right? So let's get on Market Cipher here, and let's take a look at that weekly candle, because it is starting to look quite bearish with a 20 and a -5 on the dual band strength index. Momentum waves are really starting to come in here. The VWAP is starting to extend pretty, it's starting to get pretty extended on the downside here. The same thing for the NASDAQ and the Russell 2000 and the Dow Jones. Sorry, this is the Russell 2000 right here, and this is the Dow Jones. But overall, we are due for a bounce on the daily, and we'll have to see if we bounce up and take out these highs right here, which would be very bullish. And then again, this bull trend can continue, and we can probably continue towards the all-time highs. But right now, if it bounces back up and we make a lower high, then that would be extremely bearish in my opinion. And then I think that's going to be the top will have been into the market, and then you're probably going to take out and if you take out these lows, then you're just going to start to drop really rapidly towards the downside. That's my bearish scenario. Obviously, it doesn't have to happen like that. Anything can happen in these markets, and nothing is guaranteed. So we'll just have to see how everything plays out. All right, let's get over to natural gas here. Nat gas, Natalie gas. Let me just get over to natural gas. And natural gas on the weekly time frame is looking quite bearish now, right? We have a red dot, we have red money flow, and it looks like we've been rejected from the $3 level now, and it looks like it's going to start to roll over. But the daily time frame doesn't look that. Actually, the daily time frame doesn't look that great either. Looking at the daily time frame, we actually have some red money flow again, and the momentum waves are starting to move down. Even some lower time frames. Oh, actually, the lower time frames, like the 4-hour, is looking quite promising. We'll have to see if this bullish divergence starts to play out, because we have a low and a lower low, but a low here and a higher low on the momentum wave. So that's a bit of a bullish divergence. Again, natural gas is going to be very volatile trade, very choppy. It's going to be one that's going to have massive returns, obviously, once it gets going towards the upside. But right now it's just choppy towards it's just choppy. It's just a choppy trade. Goes up, goes down really quickly. It's really volatile, right? Goes up like 24%, then goes down another 15. So again, this is based off the monthly chart, and the monthly chart, you guys can already tell, it has a nice green dot, looking very bullish. And again, I'm very bullish on natural gas, and nobody cares about this right now. But again, once it gets into the $5, $7 area, once again, it's going to be all over the news. Everyone's going to want to get in on it, and it's going to be the new hot thing. And again, that's why I make these videos for you guys, to get these opportunities before the market takes them away from you. And I haven't seen any YouTuber really talk about this. They're just talking about those hot tech stocks like Tesla, which, by the way, Tesla is getting quite oversold on the daily time frame. It's probably getting due for a bounce here, but we'll have to see where she goes. Okay, let's move on and let's take a look at oil, and then we'll finish it off with the dollar and gold and silver. So oil here, again, it's starting to move back up. It hasn't tagged my resistance level just yet, and that's set at right around 86, 87, depending on when you make contact with this upsloping trend line. If you make a higher high here and you make a lower high on the RSI, that's going to be pretty bearish, and it's going to extend the bearish divergence. At that point, I think you're going to have a top in oil, and you're probably going to start to come back down, and then that's going to be a waterfall sell-off most likely if it comes down with the markets and recession fears. But again, if the market is really bullish, oil can still come down with it's going to cause inflation to come down, oil prices come down. And then the market can also rally based off oil going down. The oil doesn't have to go down, and the markets don't have to go down together. These charts can trade separately. So that's always important to take into account. Let's take a look quickly at, let me just take a look here, the dollar. So the dollar has been a really strong trade right now. It's just been going up and up and up and up nonstop, and gold's been going down, 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 and down, down nonstop. But at the moment, you're starting to tag this down sloping trend line here. You actually bounced off of it on Thursday last week, and we'll have to see if it can bounce back up next week. The week that's coming right now. And again, you're gonna have a ton of resistance, probably right around 1915, and then you're gonna have some major resistance right around 1950 to 1967. But overall, the dollar is going to run into some resistance as well, right around 104.14. It's basically into resistance right now from these previous highs here. So we'll have to see if it can break past this level. If it can get above it, then yeah, you're probably gonna go tag 104. But if it starts to fail and rejects here, that's gonna be bullish for the markets, because right now the yields are going up and the dollar is going up, and that's just bearish for the markets as a whole. If the yields keep pushing up, then that's just it's just bad for the market, because the market wants the rates to go down, right? The market wants those yields to pull back so the Fed can have some breathing room and start to cut rates. But if the yields stay high like this, the bond yields stay high like the 2-year to 4.95, there's almost no wiggle room for the Fed to start to cut rates. But we'll see what happens this week, because we do have the Jackson Hole meeting, and things can change very, very quickly if the Fed decides to, just panic and cut rates immediately. Anyways, thanks for listening, guys. I'm going to be starting a second YouTube channel. I don't know if you've made it all the way to the end here. For those of you who have made it to the end, I'm going to start to do crypto only on this channel, and I'll do my stock analysis, but it's going to be more in depth, right? So that's really what I want to do. I'm going to be doing more in-depth analysis for Bitcoin on this channel and keep the videos shorter that way. And for those who don't want to listen or hear about stocks and just want to hear about crypto, they can choose those videos pretty separately, right? And then we're going to have a 24/7 financial news live stream on the other channel. And that's going to be, I think, BNN Bloomberg. That's going to be live streaming all the time. And then I don't know if I want to add CNBC. Maybe CNBC will be fun to add just for comedy purposes. But overall, I'll be adding BNN Bloomberg 24/7 news to the other live stream channel. And I'll let you guys know inside the Discord what it is. And after that, yeah, I think that covers it about it. And I don't really have anything else to talk about other than the fact that you guys are amazing. We're almost at 25,000 subscribers. And don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. Love you all. Peace.